Hi everyone and welcome. If you came over from my Patriotic Wreath video, I'm so glad you're here. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make my swirl petal, which is one of my favorite techniques for adding beautiful dimension and movement to a wreath. Now take your time with this one and don't worry if it doesn't work out the first time. You'll get the hang of it. So let's get started. So for this swirl petal, we're going to start with a 10 by 10 inch piece of white poly burlap cut with a rotary cutter. Lay your mesh with the curl side facing up and turn it into a diamond shape with the finished edges at the top right and bottom left. Take that top corner and bring it down to meet the bottom corner. Try to get those side corners lined up as neatly as you can. From here, hold onto the bottom corner and straight up from there at the center of that folded edge, give it a slight pull. Now fold the right corner over to meet the left, forming a small triangle. Turn it slightly so your double folded edge is on the left side, and make sure your corners are lined up. Clip those corners in place with a clothespin or clip and set it aside. Now we're going to repeat the same process with the red poly burlap. Form your diamond shape, bring the top corner down to the bottom, then fold the right corner over to meet the left, again keeping that double folded edge on the left side. Now bring your white piece back in and place the red on top of it, lining it up so you have about 1/4 of an inch of white showing on both sides at that top point. Use your clips to secure the red to the white along the top and right side, but leave that left side open. Now for the fun part, the swirl. Take the top 2 layers of red and just 1 layer of the white on the left side and start rolling them toward that top corner. You want to roll it into a cone shape, smaller at the bottom and wider at the top. And keep rolling until you reach about the center of the petal. At this point, you can adjust your swirl, tighter, looser, higher, or lower. And if you don't like it, just unroll it and try again until you're happy with the look. Now take the mesh from the left and right sides and bring it around to the front and use that clip from the right side to hold everything together right there in the front. Now we're going to add the navy blue. Take your navy blue piece and repeat the same folding steps. Diamond shape, top corner down to the bottom, then right corner over to the left with that double folded edge on the left side. Place the navy blue behind your red and white swirl, again leaving about 1/4 of an inch showing on both sides at that top point. Then bring those bottom corners around to the front, almost like you're giving it a hug. Then use that front clip to secure everything together. We're going to stop right here for now. Go ahead and make all 8 petals up to this point so we can compare them and make sure they're all nice and consistent before moving on to the next step. Okay, I have all 8 petals made and I've adjusted the swirls so they're all nice and consistent. Now we're going to bring the hot glue back in. Right here on the right side, where the white swirl meets the red behind it, I'm going to add a small dab of glue. Then I'll add another dab right at the top point of the swirl, just to keep everything from shifting, adding a little glue between the red and the white, and another between the white and the navy. Then I'll clip everything back together with a clothespin and let that dry. Go ahead and repeat that for all of your petals, and I'll meet you right back here. Now that the glue has dried, we're ready to finish these petals. Go ahead and remove the clothespin from the top. We don't need it anymore. Using an 8-inch zip tie, we're going to secure the mesh right next to that front clip and around the bottom about 1 inch from the back of the petal. As you slowly tighten the zip tie, you can remove the clothespin and continue pulling it as tight as you can. You'll notice the sides start to pull down, which helps open up and show more of the white of that swirl. Once it's secure, trim off the excess zip tie and any extra mesh at the bottom. Now we need to cut the base of the petal. If we left it as is, it would sit straight up on the wreath, and we want it to have more of a tilt. So we're going to trim the bottom at an angle, following the same line as that outer blue mesh. Just make sure you're cutting below the zip tie so you don't cut into it. So use a good, sturdy pair of scissors here. You're cutting through several layers, so it may take quite a bit of effort. Once that bottom is trimmed, your petal's finished. I preloaded row 5 of the large flower board from Unique in the Creek using 8-inch zip ties in both the regular holes and the shared holes. We're going to place these swirl petals onto the wreath, making sure they're sitting evenly and filling in that center area nicely. Now, don't you just love how this swirl petal just gives so much movement and dimension to this wreath? I think it's beautiful. Now, if you have any questions along the way, please feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to help. I thank you so much for being here and supporting my tutorials. I truly appreciate it. Now, get wreathing, and I can't wait to see what you create. My name is Patti Davis. I'm with Crooked Tree Creations, and I'll see you in our next video.